everyone! I am here today with a 2016 goals update video. I haven't done an update the entire year, so this is my mid-year update. This is a requested video, and thank you to the person who requested it. It is high time I revisit my goals for the year. I've got my goals outlined here on my iPad in my blog post, and I also have the updates that I just jotted down. So let's go ahead and get started. So some of you may recall that I set 5 broad categories this year, the first being strength and posture. My first goal in the strength and posture category was to establish a gym routine and go to the gym 2 to 3 times per week. Now this is something that I am really wanting to work towards, but unfortunately I have not developed a routine yet. I've probably gone to the gym maybe a handful of times in this entire year thus far, and we're in July. However, in the past, I would say month and a half or so, I've gone twice. Maybe things are looking up. The reason for the change is because my husband bought me the Apple Watch for my birthday. My birthday was in May, and I do want to meet my 30-minute exercise goal daily, so when I don't walk enough to meet the goal, I tend to go to the gym. My next goal under this broad category was to take a ballet class. I haven't met this goal yet, but I do have some good news in that I have decided which class I want to take. It's just a matter of finding times that work with my schedule. I wanted to take it in June or July, however the July dates of the 10th and 17th don't work for me, so I'm waiting for the next batch of classes to come up so I can hopefully go ahead and take that in the fall. The next item under this broad category was to stretch for at least 10 minutes a day every single day. Now I was doing this up until the time that my husband and I went to Hong Kong, so I would say for the first month and a half of the new year, I was stretching for 10 minutes every single day. Since coming back from Hong Kong, I haven't really been able to pick it up with much consistency. However, another good thing about the Apple Watch is that it does remind me to stand if I've been sitting for the first 50 minutes of an hour. So if it vibrates when I'm at work, I will stand up and I will do a quick stretch. So I think added up, my little stretches throughout the day might total just shy of 10 minutes, but I've been trying to get back into the routine of stretching for 10 continuous minutes. The final goal under this broad category is to go for a massage 8 times this year. I've gone for 3, so I'm a little bit behind, but I do plan to book an appointment pretty soon because I've been feeling a lot of tension in my neck and shoulders, and the last massage was so great. It really helped me. My next broad category had to do with personal care or me time, and I am happy to report that I am doing very well in this category. The first item I had under this broad category was to take better care of my hands and feet, and specifically I was going to moisturize my hands and feet every night before going to bed, and I have been doing this consistently. My next goal was to wake up 1.5 hours before leaving for work, and I've been doing very well in this area as well. Eventually, maybe in 2017, I'd like to wake up 2 hours before leaving for work, which means waking up at 6 in the morning. Right now, I do set my alarm for 6 o'clock, but I tend to get out of bed at around 6:15 or 6:30. Sometimes if I'm really tired, I'll wake up a little bit later than that, but I would say my routine of waking up has been going very well, and on average I do wake up 1.5 hours before leaving for work. My last goal in the personal care or me time category is to turn off the computer by 9:30 p.m. if I have to work the next day, and I have been doing very well with this. I still have very poor habits on the weekend. I tend to be on the computer really late. I tend to stay up a little bit late, so I don't get enough sleep on the weekend, but there is so much that I want to do, including filming videos and such, that I really don't mind being a little bit tired because I'm just full of energy and excitement. The next broad category on my list was the home or decluttering category. And if you guys recall, I didn't set any specific decluttering goals for this year because I've been really good at letting things go. However, I think I still could do a little bit better, but let's just deal with the 2 goals that I set in this category. The first one was to be more mindful with clothing purchases, and I gave myself half a point with this because I didn't meet kind of the specific areas that I had in mind, but the reason is because my friend introduced me to YesStyle, which is an online shop. The thing I wanted to do was to try on the items as much as possible before purchasing, and with a store like YesStyle, it's not really feasible. However, I do look at the reviews and I look at the measurements and I measure myself to ensure a proper fit. And I would say I've been pretty happy with 99% of my purchases from YesStyle. The fit and the quality have been very good for the price. The other goal that I had in this broad category was to finalize and complete my list of home tasks. My list had about 20 to 25 tasks, and I would say I've completed maybe a third of the tasks, maybe a little bit less. I haven't been doing that well in this category, but I'm hoping I'll feel a little bit of motivation to do some of these things so I can get through the list by the end of the year. The next broad category has to do with my finances. I normally just have my annual savings goal, and I have been doing really well with that one. It is mid-July and I am at 68.7% of my savings goal. I did set a little bit of a stretch goal this year, but I haven't had a lot of issues meeting it because I haven't really purchased any big ticket items this year at all. I did purchase the Fendi bag and that would have set me back a little bit, but I have since returned it. I do plan to pick up something in the fall. I'm not sure what yet. The next goal under finances was to meet my budget in specific categories, and the example that I gave in my 2016 goals video was the food category. I have decided to scrap this goal. I had added it because I thought it was something I wanted to achieve. As I started the new year, I just didn't like my mindset when my husband and I were thinking of having a nice dinner or whatnot. In the back of my mind, I was thinking about this goal and that going to certain nice dinners might put us above budget. I just didn't like feeling that way. I didn't like restricting myself in that way. So I am scrapping this goal. I'm just going to try to meet my overall budget regardless of categories. For my overall budget in terms of all of the categories combined, I am at 96%, so I'm actually 4% below budget. The last broad category has to do with documenting life, and for my photo a day project, I have been doing okay. I've missed 10 days of my photo a day of my husband and me. So last year, I think I missed 17 or 19 days if I'm not mistaken. So this year seems to be tracking along the same lines, although I'm gonna try really hard in the latter half of the year not to have that many misses so I can improve on last year's numbers. The other goal in my documenting life category, and my very last goal for 2016, is to take an annual family portrait of my family and also my husband's family. So last year I did my husband's family but not my family, and this year I've gone ahead and done the photo of my family. So the other one I have left to do is the one of my husband's family or of my in-laws, and I have a few more months to do that one, but I'm gonna try to do it, fingers crossed, today. So that is my 2016 goals update. Please let me know down below if you set any goals for 2016, and if so, how you are doing with your goals. I would love to hear if you are still on track or if you revisit your goals from time to time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until I see you next time, please take care, and bye for now!